Hi and welcome to another NET Vapor review. This review is a follow-up on the last review I reviewed, the Vandy Vape Berserker Mouse Too Long RDA. I've done a mistake last review that I reviewed a device without actually using it for a few days. If you remember the last review, I reviewed this tank. I put it together on the video and I vaped it straight away. I noticed straight away a few niggling points, and as the days gone by, those niggling points became downright frustrating. The problem with this tank is, it's not with the flavor is excellent. The problem is with the tight build. If you're a dripper and you want to drip on this tank, to open up the mouthpiece, the top cap, is very, very difficult. I lubricated this every single time I vape on it. I thought as the days go by and the e-liquid gets in, it'll become easier. So to move the top cap is a big problem. Now it just came off because I lubricated it, but as soon as I start vaping it and it becomes hot, the tank, it becomes near impossible. You really have to pull at it. To remove this bit, the barrel, is a different story altogether. You really have to pull. Now the problem is that if this is full of e-liquid and you pull it hard and you get it off, the e-liquid squirts everywhere. And that happened to me twice. I found it very, very annoying. Also, to move the airflow, you could only move it clockwise. And if you do it anti-clockwise, you undo the whole tank. The problem is that when you sqounker it, the air holes over here on the barrel become full of moist like condensation. And only by inhaling, it clears the air hole that's actually open. But altogether, it's not easy tank to deal with. On the other hand, that's today's review. This is the Geek Vape Ammit Mouse Too Long RDA. Is a joy to work with. Flavor, they're the same. I cannot tell no difference. I've got in there on both tanks. I've got the Virginia from naturallyextractedtobacco.com. It's excellent e-liquid. That flavor is superb. I've got it now on the second opening. The airflow is on the top, so it's very, very easy to change. It's very similar to the Ammit Mouse Too Long RDA that I reviewed previously. It just smooth as butter. It just turns. You don't have to put no inserts. It's functional. If you want, you can close all these airflows over here, and then you've got single airflow options on this side as well. I don't use those. I use this one. I put this on number 2 and I get a perfect mouse too long draw. Now the beauty of this tank, that if you're a dripper, you just simply lift the mouthpiece, easy. Drop in your e-liquid. You can see the coil straight through the tank. And if you want to lift the whole barrel, you can do it as easy as it goes. Obviously it's full of e-liquid now, but if you look at this deck as well, to mount the coil on this deck is so easy because the posts are right next to each other. You just put in your coil, get it as close as possible to the post without actually touching it, straighten it out. It shouldn't touch this airflow piece here. Put in your coil, your wick. Either side, you just drop down to the second O-ring, the black O-ring here. So I fold it down push it against the deck, so I get like a little dent. So I cut it there, cut it here, just tuck them in, and you just mount back the mouthpiece, the barrel on top, and that is it. It's done. It's no trouble, no hassle, and just vape away. The airflow on this is perfect. I mean, if I open it all the way, I can do a restrictive direct along, but it's a very nice direct along draw. It's very similar to the Crown 4, the UL Crown 4 with the stock coil. If I reviewed it previously, I love that tank. It's excellent. The stock coil is lasting me already for a few weeks now, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, no problem. I put in 80 VG, 70 VG, but that's not the review of this time. But the draw of of this tank on the direct along with all the openings open is a lovely, lovely draw. And the flavor is bang on. If I want to take it down to a mouth along, I just simply turn this. It's like butter. It just turns, no problem at all. And I'm down to mouth along. Perfect draw. I keep it on the second opening. All in all, these two tanks are the same on flavor. This deck is fairly easy to build as well. Just mount a coil downwards, like I said in the last review, to give it as close to the air slot as possible. The problem here is nothing to do with the flavor, it's nothing to do with the deck. Although I find this deck is easier, it's simply the build of this tank. I'm not sure why it is, it's so tight. I mean, I don't want to start now. To pull this off in the best of times is hard, but when I start vaping this after 10-15 minutes and the tank becomes warm, 1 minute, oh, because I undone the whole tank a minute ago. So you see, that's what happens when you try to say it's change the airflow. You have to only turn it clockwise. If you turn it anti-clockwise, you simply undo the tank, and the mod is reading it as a new tank. The flavor is very good on both, but also there's a problem. I don't know if you can see it. There is condensation on the air hole. It doesn't focus. I hope you can see this, but e-liquid, the condensation or the e-liquid itself gets into the air holes on this barrel, and you get a bit of gurgling. After a few times it goes, but that wouldn't bother me so much. What bothers me with this tank is the actual build. It's very, very tight. That's all I can say. It's very tight. This one is just a simple joy to work with, a joy. For dripper, this is excellent. You just lift, 2 seconds, drip in, close, that's it. To open the barrel, as you've seen before, I just lift, that's it, done. Put it back, and it's got like a reassuring click to it. And that's it. The airflow is simple, up and down. You can change the seconds. This one you have to change the air slots. Okay, if I find the right settings, so there's no need for me to change the inserts for the airflow. But say you want to change it, someone else wants to vape it, or you decided today to do a direct along a bit, or area draw, or tighter draw. It's just too complicated to change. This one is easy, as I said. I'm enjoying this. I've been vaping this for the last few days, and it's absolutely a joy, a joy. So, if you ask me which one to go for the Vandy Vape Berserker mouth-to-lung RDA or the Geek Vape Ammit mouth-to-lung RDA, with no hesitation, I will suggest to you to go to this one. The reason why I bought these in the first place is, as I said in the last review, if I want to test a liquid, I always used to fill up a tank, moisten the coil, fill up a tank, and then if I don't like it, I have to empty out the tank, wasted the e-liquid, and rewick. Here I just drip it, I test it. I mean, it's so easy to drip. I mean, I just open the bottle, lift this up, and just drip in. That's it. Close this, and that's it, done. If I like the e-liquid, then I'll fill up my sqounker bottle, because I know I'm going to enjoy it. If I don't like it, I just have to rewick, try another liquid. That's the whole reason why I got this in the first place. But the day-to-day usage of these two tanks, the Ammit is 100% easier to live with, perfect build, easy to build on the deck. Mouthpiece, you've got a few options. You've got, they give you, in here they give you this little one, and that is, I think, a very narrow bore to it, so I didn't like it so much. And they give you another one that's very similar to the Aspire Mini, this long one. I mean, some people might like it. I'm not crazy about it. I don't like metal. I prefer plastic, or acrylic, whatever material, not metal. But anyway, take these out is easy. You just swap them around. And this, by the way, screws off. The black piece here screws off, and then you can put the new one on. It comes in a box, and you've got the normal, you know, you've got the tools, and you've got the sqounking pin, and that's in there. This is the normal pin, and then they give you two coils. Actually, they're quite good coils, these coils. It comes up as a 0.7. I think it is a fuse Clapton. It's quite a nice, decent coil. So I'm using actually the one they provided. That's in here now. It comes up as 0.8. Maybe because I wrapped it another wrap, I'm not sure. But that's what it comes up. But 0.8 is a perfect for it as well. At the moment it's wide open. So if I want to do a mouth-to-lung, I just reduce it to number 2. That's it. Perfect. Silent draw. So if you are looking for a tank for your dripper, or if you can use it as a sqounker, or for my case, to test e-liquids, it's a perfect tank for it. It's easy, nice machinery, very good machinery in fact. Flavor is excellent, easy to coil, easy to wick, very easy to drip, very easy to sqounker. You just press the sqounking and it just sucks back all the excess. It's a joy to work with, a joy to work with. Yep, I think it sums it up. Did I miss anything out with this tank? Nope, I think it's fairly straightforward. No, I don't think I've missed anything out. To sum it up, easy to work, nice build, nice looking tank as well. I like the logo on top of it here, the dragon. It's very nice. And also another thing, it doesn't make no difference how you put back the barrel. because the airflow is on the top. And this one here, you need to put the barrel back, the airflow on the barrel to be parallel to the airflow on the insert, because otherwise you won't get no airflow. This, it does make no difference because it's on the top. And one more thing I forgot to mention, it's leak proof, because the air, for instance, this one, the airflow is on the bottom, so you get this condensation on the airflow holes on the barrel. This one, the airflow is on the top, so you get no leakage. I never got any leakage from it. Just if you want to lift the barrel and the deck is full of liquid, just be careful, do it gently, and it comes off very easy. You just do it gently and that's it. Off. It's a very nice deck nice tank to work with. Very nice. Yeah, I think I covered the lot. The reason is why I did this versus two tanks, because I was a bit disappointed in this one. I should have used it a few days, then do a review. I done the review straight away. Straight away I noticed a few nagging bits, but I thought perhaps I'll overcome them. But no, the more I use it, the more frustrating it becomes. When the tank becomes hot, it's become so stiff, it's nearly impossible to dismantle. I think I summed it up. So if you want to buy such a tank, RDA mouth to lung, it's not so. RDA normally are direct to lung, but here you've got a mouth to lung and a direct to lung. That's another plus. I will definitely recommend the Geek Vape Ammit mouth to lung RDA. Perfect all-rounder and a clear winner of these two, no doubt about it. I hope this review was helpful, and if you have any comments, I'll be happy to read them and reply. Enjoy your vape, have a nice day. Until the next review, take care, bye bye.